Hello and good afternoon or good morning or evening, wherever you are. My name is Wendy and I would like to introduce you today to Lexi. Lexi and me are both part of the Raw Vegan Bundle, and we're doing this whole long show of live videos to introduce you with several topics about how to stay on this diet, how you can heal yourself, and we'll introduce you to a bunch of beautiful people that wrote a awesome book. And her book is in the bundle. I just read it. It's called Think Yourself Healthy, and I totally love the title, so I had to ask her to do a live with me, and she's here, so let's say hello. Hey, Lexi, you are there.
Hi, Wendy. I'm here and you're there and we're all here. How are you
So
doing?
nice to meet you.
Yeah, really nice to see you too. Thank you so much for hosting this live, and thank you everyone who's tuning in. I'm super excited.
Wow, so many people joining right now. Awesome. Hi, Kathy and Debbie. Oh, we got our awesome watermelon online. She's always there, watermelon online.
Woo!
So nice. Catherine, hi. Good to see you again. Wow, I love it when people like appreciate what we're sharing. So, Lexi, I read your book.
What did you think?
I think that's super awesome. It's so much like the first Dutch course I made, like all the way in the beginning, like years and years and years ago. It's like, wow, that's awesome. I never thought of incorporating this, like with with the Raw Vegan Bundle and making recipes. Like I'm making recipes most of the time in my book, and yeah, I totally love it, and I think it's very valuable what you're sharing. So I want to give people a little peek inside your book. You know, maybe you can share something about it, because some people say it's all about mindset, but actually it's way more than just mindset. And you described that beautiful in your book, that it's not about, okay, now I'm gonna do it every day. No, like, oh, I'm doing it today. Like, it's way more than that. So, and you also, you write about what you experienced. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your experience reading the book and your feedback. I really appreciate it. I say in short that the book is about mindset, and I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it's so much more than that. Um, you know, there are many people, myself included, who have made a declaration or maybe a New Year's resolution, like, I'm going to do a thing, and you put your mind to it, you say you're going to do it, and then maybe a week later, a month later, maybe even the next day, you find yourself making choices that are in another direction than what you intended. So this book really is all about how to set yourself up for success and to practice every day incorporating some habits or tools or affirmations or meditations, different, I call them tools that you can keep in your tool belt or your toolkit that are available to you throughout the journey so that you can achieve the results that you intend to attain and maintain the results that you've achieved. Because eating a raw, vegan, fruit-based diet for me is another tool, right, to lead to optimum health and wellness and energy and vitality and being the best version of myself. So if I can couple my diet, create the results I want to, I really can set myself up to keep going up. So we can avoid that plateau people often talk about in the weight loss world or in athletic performance world, or really for any goal that you're striving for. So it's 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 a lot of stuff in there. I could talk about it all day. So that's it in a banana peel, kind of an overview. What inspired the book is really setting yourself up for success, going into this journey with a positive mindset, believing, trusting the process, appreciating it, being grateful on the way. And really what that does is it makes it more enjoyable and pleasurable and fun, which is what I think we're here on the planet to experience, to have good times, good vibes. People say it in so many different words. And I think we all feel how good it feels when it feels that good. So I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like the name of our talk, like we didn't really agree on what are we going to talk about. So the title of our talk is Fun with Fruit, you know, like fruit fun online. Like I wrote that, and I think it's actually like that. It's about having fun in life and making the things you want to achieve fun and the way there as well. And sometimes it's not fun, and you know, then are there the moments that you have the tools, but overall, I really feel that's really important like that. Just the more fun you have, the more happy you are, the more, you know, you're getting back. Like if you're not ever appreciating things consciously on purpose, then your brain is not tuned to automatically be happy on purpose, like not on purpose. And I found that for myself to be so much true, you know, when I'm looking around and think, hey, there is the Volkswagen camper van again, you know, like, and then all of a sudden you see this Volkswagen California, I prefer the color red. And then you see like, wow, I see one today and I saw one like 3 days ago and there's another one, like they're all over the place. Well, they're just noticing because I'm thinking about it. But now I haven't think about it this month. Like this month I didn't see any, but now I'm talking to you, so probably you'll see one tomorrow. Like that's how it works, right? So when you are focusing on gratefulness on purpose, then by accident you feel grateful and therefore more happy. And I think the tools in your book are really awesome for people to do that and to use also on fruits and vegetables. Oh, I see that we got some comments. Maybe that'll be cool to read them out. Kathy says, going in raw fruits and veggies only will be a journey trying to explain to older generation, especially with Thanksgiving coming up. Yeah, that might be a social challenge, right?
Yeah, and you know, labeling that, you know, going into fruits and veggies only will be a journey. Like that in itself is a beautiful expression of what could be. Like, what else could it be? It could be fun. It could be miserable. It literally could be every possibility. And so it's going to be whatever you choose it to be. So why not have a little fun with it? Poke fun at yourself. Yeah, I'm such a rabbit eating my lettuce and bananas. Do you want some lettuce? Let's all be bunnies together. That is such a great way to make light of the situation, is to have fun and be funny. And I love that you shared that. The other thing that is so interesting is like, yes, we have a designated day of the year called Thanksgiving, and every day is an opportunity to practice giving thanks. So when people say like, what are you going to do for Thanksgiving this year? It's like, the same thing I do every day. Give thanks, have fun, enjoy the moments, eat fruits, live the life.
So for
But
So I'm
congrats.
guessing you're not from Europe, right?
I was born in America and I have European heritage.
Okay. Well, because actually I see this Thanksgiving, it's like a turkey party and a movie, but
Mm-hmm.
that's all I know about Thanksgiving.
Mm.
So when is that?
It is, I think it's the fourth Thursday of November. Yes.
Oh, oh, that's
Yeah.
like next week or something. Cool.
It's about in 4 weeks, in about a month.
Wow, nice. Yes, I was actually in the United States and we were invited to something that called the whole group was vegan, so I don't remember what they named. They changed the name a little bit and then we were invited. It was so beautiful to be together with so many people. And actually we did share a lot of beautiful things about each other's life and you know, practice gratefulness on purpose, you know, sharing in a group and stuff like that. And it really lifts up the group. It's like everybody becomes lighter and happier just, you know, just being there. And it's like a party. It's a different kind of party. It's a party for people to have too much unhealthy food and get drunk. I don't know. But if for other people like us, it was also like, for me, it was an amazing experience to be at a party like that. And yeah, as a natural health therapist myself, yeah, for me it's normal to lead a group meditation or do it like a forgiving session with yourself. So to do it in a group, I would really encourage people, maybe they can take your book from the bundle and then say to their family, okay, we're going to really say thank you for our food today and do a little meditation and set, I don't know, set the goal for today or tomorrow or an intention. Yeah, like, well,
Yeah.
that's also in your book. So that's why I said like, oh, that's so cool. She wrote everything I do too. Oh, I love it. For me, it's so fun to see that coming. But so yeah. Oh, I want to ask. So where exactly are you?
Right now, I am in Salem, Connecticut, USA, which is in the northeastern part. So we are experiencing the change of season into autumn. It's getting a little cool and refreshing. The leaves are a spectrum of colors from green, yellow, orange, red, and even some purple. So it's really beautiful. And where are you?
So I'm in Spain. Actually, the weather just changed 2 days ago, and so now it's like for 2 days there's some gray stuff coming, like this clouds, and it rained yesterday. I haven't seen rain in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks ago was like, psh, psh. And now there's like rain. Like been here like in Spain for months, and then occasionally just drops here and there. And now we had like a real flood coming through the street yesterday night, so that was special.
Ooh, I always love jumping in puddles and taking a natural shower outside and dancing in the rain. So
well, you could do that. You could do that. The water was pretty cold already because we're close to a mountain. So when the water like here comes in autumn, it's really colder than you expect. It's not the summer shower anymore. Yeah. But I was able to 2 days ago in the morning. It was super hot, and I just yeah, I was in my light yoga clothes at the beach. I actually recorded a new part of my energy course, and now like I just took off my sweater, but I was like, Jesus, sweat everything. So funny just in one day, completely.
Yes, I have my sweatshirt too.
Yeah, so Spain has been wonderful. I'm actually from the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I have a little boy who's 8, who is not here now because, you know, he's doing something fun while mommy's working.
Yay, so, we're having fun too, though.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, he, like, before he came in the video and it was all fun, and now he knows like how to work iPads, computers, PlayStations and stuff like that. So then he would just, you know, be at the screen. I prefer him to play outside. That would be more than enough time to do that. So yeah, Can I ask also, like, how old are you and how long you were raw?
Yeah, sure. I am ageless and timeless,
Ah,
and I've been on this planet for 31 short and long, beautiful years. And I started my weight loss journey in February 2019. So that's when I accidentally discovered eating raw fruits and vegetables. However, I didn't label myself as a raw foodie or a raw vegan until much later when I discovered it was a thing. So it's almost been between 2.5 and 3 years. Yeah.
yeah. Wow. Well, I can relate to that with the name. Like, I searched, can you live on fruits and vegetables only? Like, I was just Googling and searching on YouTube and all over the place. And, like, can I live on fruits and vegetables only? And, like, you cannot get an answer to this. You just, like, it doesn't find it. And then
Maybe
I learned you have to search raw vegan, and then, wow, there's so many videos. So we really have to retarget, like, relabel our videos. Like, we have to add other names because people will not able to find it. It took me almost maybe even more than a year to find it. Like, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did you come to love fruits and raw veggies and raw vegan lifestyle?
Well, actually, secretly, I always loved fruit. And yeah, I'm just brought up that it's restricted, like a slice of watermelon after your dinner. Like, everybody one slice, and you can, if you eat your dinner, you can have one slice. And that, I think that was one of the limiting beliefs that were like sitting in the back, subconscious over there, that I wasn't aware that it was actually taking charge of my life. Like, that's one of those beliefs that were so stuck, that I didn't know that it was bothering my life. You understand that? Because if you'd asked me, I would just said, no, that's not my belief. But it is. It's just like subconscious. And yeah, so I was I've been a very long health journey because I had chronic inflammations when I was 10, and lots of visits to all over the place with different doctors to figure out why my feet are freezing and why I'm always having inflammation in my joints, and if I have rheumatism. And at some point I got this asthma thing, and that, yeah, it helped, but was not really taking care of the cause. And then I had so many allergies, and yeah, it just it just got bigger and bigger. The older I got, the bigger the list. And yeah, I tried to be vegetarian. That didn't work because apparently me and legumes don't go together at all. And then I changed my diet to something that I call the Paleolithic Diet. And then it turned out that paleo in the rest of the world means you eat a lot of meat. But in my case, that was not the idea. I just heard about it and I thought, yeah, cool, back to basic. I'm only eating what I can see how it grows and see what it is. And then if it's processed, I'll process it. So that really helped a lot. That was, I think, in 2009. It progressed, and I got rid of all the sugars in the jars and all that stuff. And I was not eating nuts and stuff because I didn't like them. And in December 2015, eventually, I went on this raw vegan diet, which I didn't know I was doing that because I was just feeling, since ever I got pregnant and my baby was born, that baby's supposed to eat like breast milk and then banana and then carrot, and then they just stick and then they try, and then you cannot give them complicated foods in the beginning, and because it's supposed to build up the mucosa and the bacteria in your gut, right? And I had a very big accident with a vaccine in 2011 before I got pregnant, and I investigated all about food and about all the organs, and I got myself one of those Western medicine diplomas, and I got my natural health diploma, and I graduated on this topic of what these toxins do in your body and how your body eliminates them. And all this time I was still drawn to nature and this paleo thing, like just go back to basic. And I saw that, I thinking, yeah, my baby cannot digest anything. He couldn't even like digest the broccoli. It would come out the other side like it was just chewed on. Like you chew it and you spit it and it came out like that. And it's normal for the first time, but he was, you know, he was 1 and then he was 1.5 and it was still not going and he was in pain. He had belly pain every time somebody gave him something else than banana. Like even kiwi and strawberry he couldn't handle. So secretly I just keep everything at bay. I told to everybody, no, I give him food, and I just gave him fruits and veggies raw because that seemed to be sort of working. And yeah, so I was just doing like a lot of fruits and salads. I was just mainly living on salads and veggie soup, which I think is pretty healthy, right? So I'm still doing some bone broth every now and then, but it was just because the bones were in the freezer and I was like, yeah, it's also a waste to throw them away. And, you know, I need the minerals. I was really thinking that I needed that, you know, because of my studies on, they tell you that, you know. And it's, I mean, yes, you need the minerals, but it doesn't have to come from bone broth. You can better eat them from fruit. And so yeah, then eventually I went slowly to more raw and like no more. And I was already not eating any dairy for years and years. So in December 2015, when my baby was almost 2.5, I decided I'm going to try this detox thing, and I found something that was not scary, and people were all recommending not to go on juice when you're breastfeeding because it's dangerous and detox bad for you, dangerous. And I just thought, you know what, I'm full of junk anyway. You know, like if I put more junk in, well, how come it's bad for my baby? If I'm releasing toxins, I'm releasing them right now, you know, like maybe I should just get the right things and bind them in the correct way so I poop and pee them out instead of, you know, keeping them in me and to the baby. So yeah, that was December 2015, and I did that on 3 weeks, and then you're supposed to rebuild. And I was looking at this rebuilding thing, and you're supposed to like boil rice and stuff, and I was going, yeah, I don't know, actually I'm feeling pretty good. I don't wanna you know. And yeah, I wanted to keep the baby diet, and we slept, you know, my baby was getting a lot better. Like there was no problem these 3 weeks, but I wasn't really noticing that. So I just decided to like have some steamed kale. Oh, I was in pain. Just the baby sprout kale and just steamed for, I think, 3 minutes. And I was in pain. All my joints, like that is rheumatism. And I thought, no way, I'm not doing that. So I kicked out again all the like, no cabbages and stuff. And then I went, can you live on fruits and veggies only? And then Keon, I accidentally took this thing. I was like, no. But then I went to the toilet and I came back and I saw this 2.5-year-old thing with his hand, you know, it was like on top of the click, mommy, eye, you know. So we was clicking the eye. And this was a iridology explanation of Dr. Robert Morse, explaining all about fruits and vegetables. And this lady that went from like, look, she got lung cancer. Look, the lung cancer shrinking 52 days later, and she only ate grapes. And I was like, okay, if it's working for cancer, and I'm like, it's resonating with me because I was on this grape something supplement because got all the ingredients what my body needs to heal. That's what I figured out. And he was just naming all the ingredients, and I was going like, oh, I wasn't supposed to add the supplement. I was just supposed to stop eating all the other stuff. And that just gave me all the faith and confidence and everything I needed. And so this was in the beginning of 2016. And I got myself grapes and watermelon, and there were not red yet berries, but there was grapes and watermelon. And yeah, I said, we're eating watermelon for dinner today. They're going like, you do what? Like, yeah, it's making me better. I mean, I tried the rest, can't get any worse, but this lady's healing from cancer, so I'll try, you know, or I'll probably not die. And it cannot be worse than the vaccine. They tell you that you cannot get allergy and you will not die. Well, it felt like dying, and I got allergy, so I don't trust that. And yeah, 3 months later, I was reborn. We slept for the first time in 3 years. I had almost no more pain since 3 years. And I was just the happiest person on the planet. I was like, I found it.
Yay!
So yeah, I just kept on doing that. And it's like almost 6 years now.
Oh, that's amazing. What a transformational story, and to hear all the steps along the way. It sounds like you really trusted your intuition and your attraction, and that's what brought the resources to you in the right time, and you took the action steps that aligned with what was resonating with you. And I think that's a really beautiful unfolding.
Yes, and looking back, it just, everything's looking back is always easier than you see the
Mhm.
steps that brought you where you are. And it's the same with me. I mean, yes, I would have wanted to find it like earlier, but on the other side, maybe I needed to ask these, I think more than 200 people that all said, no, you can't do that. No, no, it doesn't. To eventually, I needed the 200 people saying, no, you cannot do that. While I was feeling inside me, I really feel drawn to do it, to go and trust this feeling inside. Like, like maybe otherwise I would never have said, no, it's my choice, my body, I'm going to do this. And
Mhm.
it's all up to me. And I think that's for a lot of people, like we got this social pressure. And for me, after there was no social pressure, like we had social pressure with the no vaccine for our child. I was going like, he cannot even digest broccoli. You want to put chemicals in him? Are you crazy? Like you want to put what 14 different diseases in him, like bacterias? No, 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 no. He cannot even eat broccoli, man. Like just let him try the broccoli first. When he's strong and stuff, we can always put chemicals in later.
Mm.
And then because I went through that, gave me the confidence also to be stronger with my food and with my child. Because for me, it's okay, but I'm like, it's the child. And like, people
Mhm.
comment on the child. And it's always, then it's a problem because it's a child. They don't mind if adults ruin their life, but you cannot, like, that's their opinion, right? That if you do something to your child, it's not very accepted. But well, yeah,
Mm.
long story.
Yeah, yeah. And, it really just reminds me that everything is simultaneously true. And it's what we choose to believe that shapes our experience, right? So people, friends, family, neighbors, strangers, experts, they're all going to have an opinion and a
Mm-hmm.
sliver of perspective on this world experience. And, at the same time, they might all be true, but which one is going to serve you the best for your goal and feel like you're acting in integrity to your values and your attraction and your desires? So I think that's a really beautiful share, Wendy, when you said, you sought answers, you asked many people, they came to you, they said, no, you can't do that because of XYZ. And in spite of those perspectives being shared with you, you looked inward, you tapped into what felt right in that moment for you, and you went with it. And this beautiful experience unfolded. I think that's really inspiring, especially the comment we received about, oh, this is going to be a journey on Thanksgiving trying to explain my choice. You know, they might have opinions, the people you choose to gather with, and they might be offering them from a place of love, because I really believe that we're all doing the best we can with what we think we know. And so to come back to the of today's broadcast is like, what in that is there to be grateful for? So as you shared your story, Wendy, I'm thinking like, what a blessing to be faced with 200 no you can'ts, to build up the strength and the courage and the confidence to say, this is the choice that I am going to make because it's right for me. Like, that's an amazing gift of the universe, to be able to face that and to, you know, identify as someone who is courageous and makes bold choices that might be unpopular because it feels right and it's the healthy thing to do for you. I have someone in my life who loves me so much. They constantly share a certain opinion with me. And today they said, you know, I'm really worried about you. I have heartburn about this. I'm stressed. I'm getting headaches. I need to share this with you. And, you know, I think it's because I had just done a 15-minute meditation. So it was in a very nice level space. Whereas in the past, I might interrupt and say, no, stop it, you're wrong. You know what I mean? Like, get caught up in the ego. But I listened and I said, you know what? Thank you so much for articulating that in a way that aligned with a request that I made of you, and for sharing that. And so, whereas in the past, I would have taken that experience as like, oh, nobody gets me. People are dumb. Like, why can't you just know better? I'm serious. I like definitely had thoughts like that, to a place where it's like, wow, there's something to be grateful for in this moment. And by choosing that perspective, I feel even more empowered in my choices, and, you know, can all about. So I went on a little bit of a tangent, but this was all really inspired by your share. There are so many good nuggets that I extracted from that. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Actually, I am seeing that can be very grateful for these more than 200 people that, you know, said I couldn't do it. Because I also learned in between that I had more of these limiting beliefs that I was not conscious of. And one of them is that I decided when I was 10 not to listen to this inner voice and wanting to be normal, because my intuition was a little bit too active. Like, my sixth sense was a little bit too active, and I was knowing things I wasn't supposed to know, but I didn't know that I was doing that. In my opinion, I wasn't doing anything or knowing anything from people or taking thoughts. I didn't know anything. I was just playing, and apparently what I was playing was wrong, and what I was saying was also not accepted. So when I figured out it was my intuition, I didn't even know the word back then, but I just wanted to be normal talking about the weather. and and I sort of like tell this voice, shut up, because it gives me it's not socially accepted. So be outside the group, I feel alone, and outside the group, meaning if you're 10 you'll die. You know, that's not our society, but that was how it was working. And now, because of this journey, that piece of journey with the vaccine and with this changing of the diet, I realized, like, oh, there is this limiting belief that I am not accepted for a choice that I make, and it's dangerous and I'll die. Like, if you go into this limiting belief, the end will be you'll end up alone, and if you end alone, you're dead, because you cannot survive alone. And then I figured that all. I was like, wow. So actually, I chose before birth or whenever to go through this journey to actually feel more confident. So I gained confidence because of the 200 people saying no. And I feel confident in my intuition. And actually it empowered me to do a conscious meditation and listen to this inner voice. So I was going, thank you, 200 people. Like, thank you. I love all of you. I love you. And then people find it so strange. But yeah, like, this is what I was thinking about when I was reading your book as well. So I was going, yeah, maybe other people who read it will have a sort of experience that I had, and also feel confident in their own intuition and in their own heart, and continue with, if it's weight loss or if it's just staying on raw or whatever it is, to keep on this path. So yeah, thank you.
Yay, I hope so too. And even if it just plants a seed, starting with one piece of the puzzle and practicing and playing with it, coming back to the theme of fun with fruit, like really making sure that we're guided with pleasure and enjoying the whole process as much as possible.
Yeah, and Laurie says that you're both so inspirational and you also feel lonely in a group. And Laurie, you can find your group if you feel confident what you're doing. The group will find you as well. Like, I have so many beautiful friends all over the world, nearby and far away. There's always another person doing a detox or eating vegan or raw vegan in the area. There are way more of us than we think. If we all think we're alone and stay inside, we won't find each other. But if you come out for how you feel, then it turns out everybody knows somebody that does that or did that, and then you can meet each other. So just a little advice.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember Googling, looking for people, does anyone like fruit as much as I do? And that's when I came to find the Woodstock Fruit Festival, where I went only 6 months after I started this lifestyle and met hundreds of people who like fruit or are interested in fruit or interested in health as much as I do. And as I continued to research and network and connect, I found that there are similar events popping up worldwide. Fruit Lux. I actually hosted a raw vegan potluck at my home. I just put out a post on my Facebook page or like in the community town group, and people I didn't even know come over with a salad, with a fruit bowl, and we just talked about it. And some people brought crafts to share. It was so random in retrospect, but at the time it was what my intuition called me to do, and so I did it, and it was fun. And similarly, like, it's really, really cool that we have social media networks so that we're having a conversation right now. We have groups on Facebook. You can DM any of us anytime. Like, it's all about the connection, I think, for me. Like, yes, it is a very lovely experience to share the same food, to eat fruit together, to experience that high vibration together. And at the same time, I think there's so much more in a social experience that can be enjoyed, right? Like, I'm just thinking of someone in elementary school had like a peanut allergy. So a bunch of us are eating whatever, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and one person's eating just a jelly sandwich. We still all enjoyed our playtime and our conversation. It wasn't like this person eating a jelly sandwich needed to go exit the classroom and search for people who also only ate jelly sandwiches. Like, whatever we choose to fuel ourselves with can be certainly a really esteemed value in our life, and we can find people who have that in common. At the same time, I still enjoy the company of everyone, and I look for ways I can be loving and accepting and appreciate and have gratitude in that moment. There are so many other interests I have too, like dancing, laughing, traveling, running. Surely there's something we can play with or have in common too that is fun. And that's what this is all about, fun with the fruit, right?
Absolutely, like fun with fruit. Yeah. Well, if you ever come to this side of the water, I host and I organize the Dutch Fruit Festival. So you're always welcome to join us. And yeah, I decided that we need one on this side. Like, we need a festival. So yeah, we got one now. And
when is it?
That's beautiful. And when? In July.
Okay, I'm writing this down so I know ahead of time.
Well, actually, I was planning one to do in Spain, but with divorcing and all this stuff going on in my personal life and traveling and also wanting to find like a house for myself, decided that getting a second festival maybe not really right now.
For a future
But
project. Yeah, nice.
future project, yeah. I mean, there's so much beautiful weather here, and there's so much land, and there's so much local fruit, and that it's really awesome to have that, like, not be in a building with everybody, but just be outside and be able to camp and like sit at the campfire like every day. You don't need it, but it's fun, and like that would be really cool to have over here as well. But we'll do that in the Netherlands, and if it rains, we'll go inside.
That sounds like a blast. Thank you so much for creating and organizing and keeping that up too. That's really, really amazing, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks. I love it. So I feel like it was a had to do for me. Like I have to show to the people that you can come together and how it works, and have all experienced people share their story, and then you can learn. And like, I'm just trying to provide whatever that I took 2 years to find. Like it took me 2 years to find. So yeah, yeah. Oh, I should also tell people I also have a book in the bundle, right? Because otherwise,
Yes,
have you seen it or not?
I've seen it and I've looked through it. It's really overwhelming how amazing all these recipes are, but I'd love to hear you share a little bit more about that.
Okay, so I have NICECream too. Like it's kwadraat, but I don't know. It's like I don't know what is in English. And it's my second NICECream book, and it has I know, I love it. It has a lot of super simple to make recipes, so they're easy to make, and that's my main focus here. Is easy to make and super delicious. Plus is still in the low fat, like all of them are super low fat, and they're still in the path of detox. They're really all fruit based, and we got sorbets, so they have a lot of liquid in, like juice in or water in. And we got NICECream itself, which has got banana base, and they're all super creamy. And yeah, I will say that the creamy is the basic thing. And at the end, I added some ice cakes, and it's basically cakes, and they're super good for the festival season, I think, because you can make it, and if you eat a decent portion, not like a gigantic thing, then it's still super low in fat. Because I don't feel very good on nuts and almond milk and all that. That's not for me. So I wanted also to provide this light stuff, low in fat. And yeah, you can make the cake and then put it in the freezer. When you take it out, you can make cubicles or nice shapes with a shape maker. And then when people come over, like we have 2 weeks of holiday, and you say, oh yes, do you want something with your, I don't know, juice, water, tea? And then you can just open the drawer and give them some nice snack that you were already making, that you're keeping in the freezer. So yeah, that's what my book is about. And yeah, it's also a little bit about me, what machines to use and how, and what, that you don't need the most expensive thing in the world, that you can also do this with the cheapest €10 or maybe $15 thing. And yeah, that's what I want to provide for people who are, yeah, don't want to spend a lot of money immediately, but do want to enjoy delicious, fast to make, easy lunches. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not desserts, guys. Don't go eating NICECream for dessert. Just take a whole bowl. Let it be your lunch.
Exactly. What a blessed way to live. Eating NICECream for a whole meal in abundance, enjoying the sweetness, and definitely an amazing, amazing gift as part of the bundle right now, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Because if I have to look at some recipes and I want to eat that, and I think, I don't want to spend so much time. How many bananas do I have in the freezer?
Exactly. Absolutely.
I think it's part of being a mom.
I'm not a mom, but I also like simple.
Okay. Well, if your child goes, I want something, you know, you cannot go like, yes, sweetie, it's got to go like 1.5 hours in the dehydrator. No, it's either eating bananas or you give, you know, sometimes a smoothie, but you know, I like it when some parts of the fruits are frozen because you can always keep it at hand. You don't have to go to like, oh, there was nothing, you know, and then you maybe eat something cooked, or you understand, or you not eat enough.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's
that's why I
important to
think
be.
it's a good tool. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I see you falling away all the time. I look at the time, and you said me you don't want to be late for your next call, right?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get hydrated. I can use the bathroom, get a little movement in. So I appreciate honoring the time. I want to thank you so, so much for creating this, for hosting this, for guiding us on such a fun journey together. And I want to thank everyone who tuned in, and make sure you get the bundle if you haven't already by November 1st by clicking the pinned post or visiting Healthy by Wendy link in her bio, so that you can get access to all the delicious NICECream recipes and Think Yourself Healthy and all the other goodness that we've contributed. Woohoo!
So thank you very much, Lexi, for all your shares and your inspirational book. You should make sure, yes, you can get to the link there, but you can also just go to both our bios. So that's also there. When we end the video, then there will only be our bio to find it. So that's how it goes. And I'm going to wish you then a beautiful evening. It's evening with you too, right?
It's afternoon. It's about almost 1. Yeah. I wish you
Oh,
a
well,
good evening.
well, a wonderful afternoon then. And I enjoy your next chat. I'll be sure to check it out. I really love your energy, and you can really see that you're very, vibrating with happiness.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you so much.
Spreading the vibe. Awesome. All right. Take a break. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Great, Laurie, you bought the bundle. Awesome. Super cool. Super cool. Well, show the beautiful recipes when you made it. We really appreciate that. So everybody have a wonderful day. We'll be closing the video. You can always watch the video back on YouTube on my channel Healthy by Wendy. So, or you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook also, Healthy by Wendy. Bye.